I'm Kyleigh from Freedom Vans, and we're here today with our latest conversion. This is a Mercedes Sprinter four-wheel drive 144 layout. And what that means is that we have just over 10 feet of interior space to work with. I've been trying to talk my partner Tom into traveling in a 144 with us, our two dogs and our baby. And the big limiting factor for him is that he can't fit his dirt bike inside. So he is hardcore, wants to continue traveling in a 170. I'm really curious what would work for you. Are you more of a 144 or a 170 person? Let's go ahead and jump into this layout. So this is a new layout for us in the 144, but it's a really great use of space. There is a pretty large kitchen for a 144. They do have body flares, so they're sleeping side to side. And then there's a little dining area. And then in the cargo space, they have a nice big garage with space for their water system, power system, gear trays, and a shelf for skis. Let's check it out. Let's go ahead and get started in the kitchen today. We have some really unique components and modifications that we made to this kitchen layout that make this van special. So starting with the refrigerator, this is a 4.9 cubic foot Vitrifrigo Slim 150 refrigerator. And what that means is that we have the main refrigerator area. We have a separate freezer compartment right here that's pretty sizable. Vitrifrigo is so cute. They give you these little mini ice cube trays. So they're all set for their margaritas on the road, but not driving, just on when they're stopped. And then below this refrigerator, they have another refrigerator drawer. And what's cool about this refrigerator is the compressor is a separate unit, so that's actually mounted in their garage space. So they have more space for refrigerator stuff, and this is gonna be really great. I don't know why I'm making this so boozy, but immediately I think wine bottles. But this will be a great use of space. It is called the Slim for a reason. It's thinner than most of our refrigerators. Most of our refrigerators are a 3.2 or 4.2 cubic foot. This is 4.9, so it is a little bit larger. So I'm excited to see what they think of this refrigerator. It's a new use for us. Above there, we have this little electrical cabinet, so they can use this space for storage. They also have their WeBoost. This is the 5G WeBoost, so it is an LTE booster basically. If you have some sort of service, it doesn't work if you have no service at all, but if you have a little bit of service, it will boost your service. We also have the fuse block over here, one of their fuse blocks, and then we have their AC distribution panel, so that's how they can control their larger AC componentry. We do like to include a little on-off switch for the WeBoost, and the reason for that is just to turn off that signal booster while you're sleeping. We have overhead cabinets over here, this beautiful faucet and water filter, a large square stainless steel sink. And this van for 144 has a good amount of countertop space. At the end, they also have a flip-up countertop. And then in this top drawer is their cooktop. Rather than taking up precious overhead cabinet storage space, we did include the microwave into their galley this time. And then they have a couple of storage drawers underneath there. And then underneath their sink, they have all their important sink stuff. So they have their on-off switch for their water heater, their tank monitor for their fresh water. They have a tank heater, so what those do is they're these 12-volt heaters that wrap around the water tank and the lines. So if you're in snowy or freezing conditions, they'll keep your water tank usable. And then we have an on-off switch for the water pump. Tom and I have accidentally dumped our tank many times, so that's why we find that on-off switch very important. And underneath we have their gray jug and a little bit of space left for storage. Over on the other side of the van, we have a toilet cabinet. So this pulls out and they have their composting toilet here. This is the Nature's Head composting toilet. Behind this cushion, they have this door that pops down so skis can go through their garage space into here for longer skis. And then below here we have a storage bench that can be used for the dinette. We have this table right here so that you can sit here and have another person in the passenger seat, and it makes a nice fully functional dinette. In the back bed space, they do have a queen size bed. We added body flares to give them 6'5" of length, sleeping side to side. Above that, we have their reading lights, another overhead cabinet with a control panel for their heater. So it's really nice to be able to access the heater control from bed. And then above there, we have their exhaust fan. In the front cabin of this van, we have a fabric wrapped headliner cabinet. I really love how the fabric wrapping ties together the front area well with these trim pieces and the trim around the pillars. It really pulled everything together. Inside of these headliner cabinets, we do have these flush mount Sugatsun flip down hooks. We're pretty strategic with these hooks throughout the van, so we have them on the sliding door and then we have them on the backrest also of the garage space. On the bottom of the headliner, we have this track for the privacy curtain. This is super cool. The privacy curtain slides closed. Since it is on the headliner cabinet, it doesn't let any light through, so it's super stealthy when this is closed. And then you can also take it off. These have snaps, so you can snap it off and completely remove it if you need to, although this slides and tucks away pretty nicely. Well, that is a wrap for what I wanted to show you inside, so let's go ahead and move to the outside of the van. For their step into the van, they do have a factory electric step. I don't see those very often, but super functional for getting into the sliding door. Let's talk about windows a little bit. So these are the AMA slider windows, and we'll show you what the inside of the window looks like as well. So this slides open. It has a really nice lock on it. They're not waterproof, so if it's raining, water will come inside, but they give really nice cross ventilation inside of the van. They were also pretty strategic with their windows in that they did a 10x33 slider in this flare, and then on the other side they have a 10x33 awning window in that other flare. And behind their kitchen, they also have an AMA slider window. On top of the van, we have a custom roof rack. In the front, you'll see a wind valance, and then we have these modular crossbars that they can move to store paddleboards and kayaks, lumber, whatever it is that they need to store on top of their roof. On the back of the roof rack, we have integrated these reverse lights. So if you've ever driven one of these, the factory reverse lights aren't very bright, but adding these reverse lights up top onto the roof rack really helps brighten things up when you're reversing. On the rear doors, we have the Owl Vans tire ladder carrier. We went with the B2 bike carrier because it does have a higher load rating than the Sherpa rack, and that was important because this client is also getting the ski carrier that Owl Van sells once a year. We made sure as soon as orders went up to order that, and so that will be coming in October, and he'll be able to have a ski carrier that's designed with this bike carrier rack. And then for now, he does have a box on the back for extra storage. We're moving into the back now. So we have this beautiful live edged backrest, the bed. These are the Sugatsun flip down hooks that I mentioned. These do clear the rear door, so things can be stored here and the doors can be closed. That was the first thing I checked when I saw these. On this side, we have a 300 amp hour lithium battery bank with a 3000 watt inverter. His big AC usage in this van is that cooktop and microwave. On the passenger side of the van, we have the water system. This has a 30-gallon freshwater tank with a 6-gallon hot water heater. He has an outdoor shower. This is where he fills his water tank. So let's go ahead and show you the outdoor shower. So the shower connection connects to this mixer valve right here, and it goes onto the door. You have to turn on your water pump. This outdoor shower is great because it has this on-off switch on the wand. So it'll be really easy for him to control his water flow. And then, like many van lifers, we do take showers in the occasional parking lot. So we created this shower curtain for privacy. Tom and I definitely need this, so Abby, if you're watching this, please sew us one next. The last cool thing I have to show you on this van is we do have a bike mount here so that he could do any bike maintenance that he's looking to do. Well, that's a wrap on this van tour. Thank you so much for following along. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, what is your dream van? I'm curious, would this layout work for you, or what layout is specific to your needs? We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.